Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Kendrick Kaju here with you. Oh man, I haven't done this in a million years. How are you? I hope everything is well. Yeah, you doing New Year's resolutions this year? How's that going? If you said anything other than, oh, I gave up like 2 weeks ago, listen, there's a pretty good chance you're a serial killer. Because who in their right mind would choose, because 90% of the time is, I gotta go to the gym and stop being so fat. Listen, that dream sailed for me a long time ago. I used to be like you, holding out hope that if I dropped a couple pounds, if I made a few more bucks, if I learned a couple more good jokes, maybe, just maybe, true love would be waiting for me out there. A beautiful girl, sweet in nature, sweet in her looks, would choose little old me. And considering the fact I'm not little, I mean, I am 6 feet tall. Isn't that one of the requirement? I mean, I suppose the other requirement, like make $1 million a year or whatever it's at now. Hey, I got one or two. I can get me an okay girl, right? What do you mean they've all been brainwashed? All think they're hot? That doesn't even make sense. Are they not thinking? ChatGPT's doing the thinking for them now? Oh, Jesus Christ. We're screwed. Listen, stop going to the gym. You're becoming more and more of a serial killer every single day. You just have no idea. Just think about it for a second. Who in their right mind? Name someone who isn't a psychopath that would choose to go to the gym, deal with a million other psychopaths that are clogging the machines or whatever, lining up to punish themselves physically and mentally, doing all this nonsense when a perfectly valid alternative is on the table, and that, of course, is sit around, order a pizza for 4 for 1. I get that we're supposed to find a spouse, we're supposed to have some kids, keep the human race going. But that was under very, very different circumstances. Well, first of all, back in the day when you had a farm to work, it's like, well, I'm gonna need like 10 farm hands. And I do like this wife of mine. She is quite scrumptious. She is quite attractive. I will have 10 kids with her. I enjoy the process, and, quite frankly, I need the labor. But that was the good old days. Now, it doesn't make sense to have children. Like, I'm never gonna have kids. If I were a stud, I'd make the joke, not on purpose. Might accidentally knock up a couple girls. But come on, who the hell are we kidding? I'm dying alone. The type of girls that I might accidentally knock up, not interested in me. The type that are, oh my god, gross. And not for nothing, you have to be nuts to be having a kid in this day and age. We're having an affordability crisis. I mean, at the last job that I had, the one where I got unceremoniously shit canned despite having like the best attitude and a great work ethic. I'm telling you, I've never worked so hard in my life as I did at that job, yet I still got shit canned. But that's beside the point. What I was trying to get at was, I was doing the math while I still had the job. For that brief moment in history where I had that job, I was doing the math and I was like, this won't even cover rent for the year. Like, had I made it a year, if I were out on my own, I'd be living out of a cardboard box. I suppose the silver lining there would be, at least I would never be late to work again. 'Cause it's pretty goddamn hard to do that when you live in a cardboard box in the alleyway next to the goddamn joint. Like, even my cousins, which, like, all of them are traditional girls, they all have at least one kid, if not multiple. But all of them were like, no, this is the last one. Can't afford a second one, and they all have really great jobs. So all these annoying governments around the world, everybody's like, why is birth rate so low? Oh, we gotta do something about it. It's like, hey, jackass, maybe if instead of taxing the hell out of everybody and then giving the money away to the Ukraine so their dickhead governments can embezzle a bunch of it, Maybe you give your own people a goddamn break. Maybe you'll make life a little easier on everybody. Maybe if you made things more affordable for your own people, people might turn to having some damn kids instead of being like, if I don't have any kids, I should be able to make it to the finish line. Won't be easy, won't be pleasant, but I shouldn't end up living out of a cardboard box next to my buddy Kendrick Kaiju over there. Hey, Kendrick, how you doing, buddy? I had gone feral and lost my mind in this hypothetical. Hypothetical? Like, realistic 5 years from now. But I digress. The people will be like, yeah, but if I do have some kids, all bets are off. Lord knows if I'm going to make it to the finish line. But even if I do, I know it's going to be mighty and pleasant. It's definitely going to be mighty and pleasant for me, the kid, and the cute girl that I managed to convince, sweet talk my way into her marrying me, is going to realize, oh no, I made a horrible mistake. This guy's a useless loser. And pretty soon you're going to start noticing the signs. She's going to be at, well, if my damn arms moved, I would be, imagine me doing air quotes. She is working late. Again, her damn paycheck doesn't get any bigger, but you're starting to notice. She's working late a lot. Like, she's supposed to get off at about 5, be home by 6. Little by little, she's starting to come home later and later every single night. And pretty soon, she's coming home at 6 a.m. in the morning. Her clothes, looking a little disheveled, untucked and stuff. Her hair's a little messy. And then you start getting real suspicious. So you take a look at her phone. You snoop around. And then you start noticing, hey, I thought John was your boss from work. Yeah, he is? Then why are you two having these rather adult, quite explicit conversations? I believe this is what we call in the business a dick pic. What's really going on here? But of course you know what's really going on. The government screwed you. But also, this John fella metaphorically screwed you by literally screwing your wife. There's only 2 ways to go about this, 2 moves to make. Your choice. You can either set her free. You know you're a damn loser. You can't afford the kid. You can't afford the wife. Just set her free. Let her go. You know the saying. If you love something, let it go. And if she comes back, then that's how you know it's for real. It's for sure. If you're ready and willing to give me more, what a girl wants. Damn, that was a quality song. But that's all it was. It was just a quality song. In reality, you can't live your life like that. What kind of doormat are you? This girl gets plowed by her boss repeatedly, leaves you for a good time, and then she got used up over the next few months, and she comes crawling back. Your door better be closed, locked, and the key no longer works there. But that's the easy way out. We both know you're a real serial killer. You're in line right now watching this while waiting to use that goddamn bench press. But that's all right. You're gonna really like this then. Option 2 is, if you love this girl so much, you can't bear to lose her, certainly can't bear to see her with another man, well, then you just make sure that in the middle of the night, wait till she's sound asleep. You lock the doors, you lock the windows, and you barricade yourselves from the inside. Get some gas, get some matches, and light the whole goddamn place on fire. And you make sure you yell out, Well, I mean, you should be screaming in pain, but because you're a psychopath, you scream out, "Till death do us part!" All right, I'll talk to you next time. Unless the apocalypse hits first. In that case, I'll see you in hell. From my seat up in heaven, of course. You know how it is. You know how it is.